Hi guys, welcome to a little bit of a sad video from myself, RC Steve B, today. This will in fact be the last video that I do for a while. My circumstances have changed, and due to that fact it means that I will no longer be able to go out with the guys with the trucks for the foreseeable future. It may change, it may not. Who knows with the way the world's going at the moment. This means that my last meet was yesterday when a few of us all met up at Sutton Park in Birmingham. And what a way to go out. It was absolutely brilliant. We didn't have very long there. We got there at about 8:30, but about 12:30 the heavens opened, so we all decided to call it quits. But in that couple of hours that we were there, it was absolutely awesome, and we had an absolute scream of a time. So if you stay tuned, you will see some of this. You will also see a little bit of this. And there was also some of these. And for the final ignominy of the day, there was also a walk of shame. But there was also Return of the Conquering Hero. So if you stay to the end, you'll be able to see that. And that was a bit of a giggle as well. So sit back, enjoy the video, and I will speak to you at the end because there's a few little things I want to say, including a few thank yous. So see you in a bit, guys. Bye-bye.
walking. It's whether I'm going to get stuck, that's the main thing here.
I'm going to keep rolling just in case his wellies come off.
Oh man, that stinks.
So yeah, throw it in.
Right, as you saw, the SCX-10.3 got slightly wet, and I forgot that the steering servo is waterproofed, as is the ESC, but unfortunately the two little micro servos that operate the dig facility and the 2-speed gearbox aren't waterproof. And just as that last video ended, there was a terrible squeal of noise, the rear wheels locked up, and the front wheels just decided that they weren't going to go anywhere. And that was because the dig had kicked in, meaning that the rear wheels had locked up, and because the servo had gone on the 2-speed axle, that had slipped straight into neutral, so there was no drive to the front wheels. As a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, I thought that my best bet was to, because we were about halfway round at that point, so I thought my best bet is to actually just walk back to the car, get my green 6x6, the Cross MC6, and meet them on the other side. And I thought, well, if I try and sneak away, nobody will get me doing the walk of shame. Yeah, that didn't actually work very well.
Run anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are at Sutton Park. Steve,
Yes,
What is wrong with the truck, mate?
absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Does it work?
It's working perfect. Well, not quite perfectly.
Yeah? That,
Look, see,
Yeah.
it went there, look.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it stopped again.
Steve, is this going to be a walk of shame, mate?
Slipping, it's slipping.
The clutch is slipping on it.
Right.
And I'm going to
And with the amount of
wait
mud,
here and have a coffee.
Yeah,
All right, and see if it sorts itself out until you lot disappear.
yeah,
And then I'm going to go back to the car and swap trucks because I think this one's just about had enough.
right. Does anybody else agree with that analogy? Because I think it's basically. What do you reckon, Dave?
Absolute.
Yeah.
See you then, Steve.
Laters.
See you in a bit, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost drive. It keeps popping out, so it keeps going into neutral.
I thought you said there was nothing wrong with it.
That's what I'm hoping when I get home.
I thought you said there was nothing wrong with it, Steve.
No, it's not. I'm just decided to save me battery.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go round the other way
You
and
know what?
catch
Save
you
the
later.
battery better.
What?
Turn it off.
That is also a very good idea. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that's it. But you see, in these days of energy crisis, I'm all about saving power.
Walking the mile, Steve.
No,
Walking a mile.
Saving power.
Walking the mile. See you,
Don't forget to
Steve.
turn the controller off.
Bye, Steve.
Love you all. Bye bye now.
Bye. Walking the mile. The lonely mile.
Oh, do one.
But then I decided to have another look at it. After everybody had gone, I decided to have another look at it. And thanks to my trusty little Leatherman multi-tool, what I did was, because I knew that the two servos were completely and utterly knackered, snipped them and jammed in the little servo arms so that it was in low range and locked rear wheels, open rear wheels, so that the drive was actually unlocked, and carried on. So now a bit of a first for the Urban Monkeys, and as you'll hear Kevin mention on the video, it's also a bit of a first for him, but return of the conquering hero.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Don't you just needed a breather?
I've never done a return from the walk of shame video. This is got to be a first.
And I'd like to think that I'll keep you entertained.
This has got to be a first, Steve. A return from the walk of shame
With the same truck, I might add.
with the same truck.
Yeah.
This is a first. Chris, are you watching?
This is how not to do a walk of shame. It is.
Return with the same
Same
truck.
truck. And all it took was a pair of wire cutters.
And Urban Monkeys first, Steve.
Yeah.
Congratulations, brother.
There you go. See?
Chris Jones, hope you're watching.
Just when you think you've seen everything,
Yep,
you haven't.
you haven't. The bonnet is up, ladies and gentlemen, purely and simply due to
Battery change.
battery change.
Battery change.
There we go.
That's it.
And Urban Monkeys first.
Yeah. Thank
Well done,
God,
Steve.
Thank God for the old Leatherman down here on the hip. Always keep it there for emergency purposes.
Okay.
And
bit
today
too
the
much
wire
detail.
cutter came into use. I mean, the servo's now knackered.
Yeah,
But, you know.
but it's still mobile.
It's still mobile.
Excellent.
It is. Just after I managed to catch up with everybody, Kev got a
totally and hopelessly stuck. So Dave decided to use his brand new winch, see how strong it was, and try and tow him out. This is what happened.
No, I need a willy.
Oh, I'll done it.
Oh, you going?
I'll go for it. I'll have a
Good
go.
lad.
I'll have a go.
The towing eyes are under the winch, which is really helpful.
Oh, you can see one of them this side.
Right, okay, now far can we go with
Oh,
this?
you
I know, I'm about to find out.
You know what, can somebody hold this for me so it don't go in the mud?
Oh,
No worries. Right then, where's the towing eye on this?
Underneath the winch, to the right hand side of the winch.
or underneath.
That's it, there, where your finger is. Towards the winch there.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, but that's it, that's all you need.
That's it.
You mean?
Right, just get the truck
Go on, get...
or remove the log. Because that will stop it.
There we go.
You want to get some tension on that line first so it don't fall off? There you go, you mean? Let me get out so you can get a good little scale on this. There we go. There we go.
Are we going?
Alright, let me stick them slack. Thank you, Steve Hayworth. It works.
Brilliant. After a successful winching, we decided to head back to the lake to get a group photo, and because a couple of the guys had took their RC boats with them. But before that, two of the guys decided that they needed to clean their trucks after they got a little bit muddy, and they did it in quite a spectacular fashion. See what you think. So with all the trucks cleaned and the group photo taken, we headed for the lake again and some boating action. God, that's loud! There's always one! Well, there we go. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it a fraction as much as I did actually being there. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that turned up to Sutton Park. It was an absolute scream, an absolute scream. We had such a good couple of hours down there, and it made the fact that it was probably going to be my last outing for quite some time all that better. It's nice to go out on a high rather than a low. As I say, there won't be many uploads, or won't be any uploads from me for the foreseeable future due to unforeseen change of circumstances. But if those circumstances change again, I may well be back out there. So never say never. I'd like to be, but we'll have to see what happens. In the meantime, enjoy the hobby. I want to say a massive thank you to every one of my subscribers. I'm only a small channel, should I say, 1,200 subscribers. And I want to say thank you to every single one of them because I've enjoyed doing the videos over the years. If I've encouraged anybody to get into the hobby, which I know I have because I've had some absolutely fabulous comments to some of my videos, then that's my job done because it is an amazing hobby. It's great to get out there in the open air, in the countryside, some absolutely magnificent scenery with some good friends. You can't beat it. But the thing is to remember, when all is said and done, we are men, grown men and women and non-gender specifics that are playing with toy cars. That's all it is. Very expensive toy cars, but toy cars nevertheless. So don't take yourselves too seriously, eh? And just make sure that you have fun. Be kind when you're out on the trails. Be kind to the nature when you're out there. Try not to destroy things when you're out doing your trails. And the thing that we've always tried to do, the thing I've always tried to do is leave an area better than you found it. And if you can do that, then you can put your car on the shelf and rest your head at night time with an easy conscience. So until the next time, guys, once again, thank you very much to everybody I've met. Thank you everybody that's left me comments and every one of my subscribers. Never say never. Might see you in the future. But until that day comes, happy RCing, guys. Be good to each other.